Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting and everything and amazing Propagandacast with me, your host Imperial Dane, the one, the only master of propaganda. Off here to a 1v1 owner, lovely, spectacular, called Ladoga Karelia. In the east of Itaperuna, fighting for the Oberkommandist Germany, Deutschland. Taking on the role here of the Großdeutschland Panzergrenadier Division, the elite of the Eastern Front, with great offensive featuring Panzer facilities, smoke bombs, Infrared Sturmgewehr 44, Panzer commanders, and Tiger tanks. The command variant with infantry, medical supply bullets, and Pumas. Best needs it is Pineapple, the fruit dude. A man for whom pineapple is not just a fruit, but a creed, a religion, a cause of dedication. Fighting here for the Red Army, the Soviet Union. Taking on the role here of the 7th Mechanized Corps with guard rifle, guard motor, and tank hunter tactics with T-34 and double mine bullets. We got double contribute here from him versus double fortresses for Itaperuna. And as always, please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to support the Propagandacast in its war against existence. No, wait, YouTube algorithms. You too can help me out there. Of course, also big thanks to my most spectacular, heroic, and smashingly great Patreon supporters, those demigods who finance the Propaganda Ministry's glorious cause by pledging on Patreon on a monthly basis. You too can join the ranks by pledging yourself. Links in the description. You can just donate, which would also be most appreciated. Anyway, skirmishing here, we got Fortress engineers here. Engineers quickly popping in the door there. The Fortress were too slow to kick in the door, and so find the door locked and bolted. Plus a sign that says, "Please don't kick in the door." And of course, they follow that one. Anyways, Grand Northern Point up here. Sandbags in there ready. We can see the Panama quickly to get in here against the fascists in the south. Sturmpanzer moving up there. We got Panzers here for Itaperuna with the truck as well there. Note the Großdeutschland Panzergrenadier Division was the first division to actually have Panzers in. It was basically just an honorific title for their Panzer Grenadiers, just to basically go, these guys are a bit more special than the other guys, and so they got the term Panzer. Later sort of spread out to other units, either because they had elements that came from the Großdeutschland, or because in other words, supposed to they were a bit elite as well, further beyond the average Panzer Grenadiers. So, little fun fact there, little fun fact. Got Fulton and Geese Contra here, Storms and flanked here. In the south, Panzer has arrived for Itaperuna, more contra around here for Pineapple. A full 4 squads of furious Frontovics ready to fight the fascists. We got Fulton and Geese Contra finding out here. Up north, we got the Fulton pursuing the contra there by the northern fuel point. In the south, the skirmish continues here. Sturmpioneers definitely should retreat soon. It is not what you call a great position for them to fight on with. We got the truck out there for Itaperuna. Will it be the Battle Group headquarters? Will it be mechanized? I mean, there's only those two choices. You can't, sneak out a Schwerpanzer quarters or go for the secret, Sturm company truck, I don't know. It probably doesn't exist. But imagine if it did. Imagine if it did. And just people for years hadn't discovered it. Like, writing someone like, well, they made it quite obvious. Just, gotta spin the truck around 3 times and retreat 2 units near it. And then you gotta pay with a secret 5th resource called Deutschland resource. And then you can build it. Anyways, plans to the country there. Back here, we got medics on the way there for Pineapple the Fruit Dude. Going there for the Calf Point. Skirmish continues here. Not much progress, to be honest. At least sort of slightly looking to disrupt things here for Pineapple the Fruit Dude. Sturm Pioneer setting out. We do get the battle group for the Kampfgruppe Hauptquartier up here for Itaperuna. Up north here, following to support here. The Panzers leave us the country there, flanking them. Their position untenable. Men are holding. Squad leader Dmitry Ragirovich, I don't know, orders the retreat there as the sergeant is dead, his lung pierced by bullets and filled with blood. Sturmpanzer going for the country by the Southern Nation, creeping in narrowly out of the hands of the Soviets, and part of their orders the men to fall back to avoid, further casualties there. Panzers quickly popping up as they see a flamethrower on the horizon and realizing it's not there to light up the fireplace, but it's there to light them up. You need to bring up the Panzers further falling back in heavy cover. They're going to be easy targets, of course, out in the open. They're going to be easy targets to the supporting infantry. So a nice little formation here by Pineapple. Of course, any losses they can easily be fixed up by merging consoles with the engineers. Got a Steelhand can add off. Technically here to Pineapple that he does have the tech in and other stuff and follow up. We got the flak half track on where the Itaperuna put pressure in Pineapple's forces. Good choice there. We'll have to see when he actually gets the upgrades on the Panzer, the G33s, as they do add a bigger punch there versus the Soviet infantry. But the flak half tech halfway done there. Up north, points being seized. We've got 440 versus 500 so far. Pineapple and the 7th Mechanized Corps in the lead versus the fascists. Back here we got constantly active for Pineapple. North we got the Soviet infantry advancing a 2 full squads here. A platoon ready to overcome the fascists. Folks are routed here. Back there, reinforcement going on. Flak half track right about down there for Itaperuna. Engineers coming from north here. Folks still passed by the southern field, but they're holding out for as long as they can. But they can hold no longer. The Soviets are coming in from most sides. Most importantly, the ones directly on the retreat path. Put north here, points being seized. No resistance there from Itaperuna. Most of the forces are back here reinforcing. We do have the flak half track and we got the punch thing up. We do get the recon package, the G43s. The Gewehr 43. Based off the Soviet SVT-40 semi-automatic rifle. Basically just grabbed the, I believe, firing mechanism was called there. Since with the G45 they'd be using a Danish one known as the Bang system. Because, fun fact, by the way, Bang is a Danish surname. But basically yeah, the Bang system, which was slightly different, apparently couldn't quite get to work. So they basically just copied the Soviet version for the SVT-40 for the G33, which, you know, made it better. For flank happening northwards here with panzers in tow and the south here point being seized. In more fun fact, the Germans actually were intending to equip most German infantry with G43s with marksman rifles, based on the idea there, you know, for the longer war. But of course, by that point, you know, it's sort of starting to come fruition. Their assault rifle came about. It's like, you know, hang on, this is better. Engineers moving out there. We got tech back here in Pineapple's base. Support company going up. We got the second unit squad out. Sturm Pioneer catching the engineers with the forces of support. Mines was on the way. There you go, obviously taking Pineapple and the Minefoot there seriously. Like getting halfway done. Up north here, conscripts quickly retreating. Making a very hurried retreat in the face of the flak half type. We got the conscripts in flank team. The conscript, of course, flak half going to support. Moving into the sandbags here. So a nice set of sandbags here, allowing to sort of reasonable good amount of coverage there from several sides of attack. Mines there spotted, but not being dealt with. In the south here, push there, we got sandbags getting the attempt on the sun munitions. Will Itaperuna this time stall? Nope, it will not be able to stop pound from grabbing munitions and digging in. Flak happening down south. Comes to advance, getting hit by the flak half track. Of course, the ones inside the building do warn the ones outside there, and they do get to safety. Don't go there, there's like a big German flak thing. Okay. You guys are alright, well we should be, we're on the same side. Tank 10 coming up there for Pineapple, can go for T70 pretty fast here. This is Itaperuna. We'll see what Itaperuna goes for next. Folks are chatting at the conscripts. Southern the field with almost secured. In fact, he's got pretty good fuel control here versus Pineapple at the moment. Pretty good fuel control. He may struggle a bit with the victory points, but fuel-wise, he is definitely getting ahead here of Pineapple. Which, depending, of course, how long he can actually maintain this fuel lead, could become a significant pain in the posterior for Pineapple. And not just because he might actually position himself on an actual Pineapple while playing the game. Anyways, Panzer in chat with engineers, more engineers following up here. Steel Granada here could prove to be helpful there. Comes there being suppressed with the 251-17 flak half track. Equipped with a 2 cm flak 38. Which they basically mounted on trucks, half tracks and see there, but even like cars were mounted with a 2 cm flak, so little fun fact. The T70 for Pineapple, not like for Itaperuna. He's obviously worried about the T70. Very much expecting that as a big threat to his flak half track, of course, his infantry. So it makes a lot of sense to go for double academy efforts. Folks moving about could grab the southern victory point and deny it to Pineapple. Truck on the way, this is going to take up as well. He's definitely, you know, taking advantage of the fuel that he's got. He's been pushed out for pretty well-paced Obzel on here versus Pineapple. Who, by the way, has yet to go for Doctrine here versus Itaperuna. Going for the car point here, which southern victory point so far remains untouched, unspoiled. A pristine outpost of socialism in the south of the map here, obviously. And you need to notice the flak half track there, cover crumbling right before the very eyes, and the rest of the men beat a hasty retreat. Counter-attacking the folks need to retreat that virtually too, but they're up against, like, you know, 17 Soviet infantrymen. That's not going to help there much against that. Truck setting up here. Looks like it's going to set up for the northern victory point defense. Then there you go. Pan up at the 10-minute mark, more or less, almost. Goes for the guard motor doctrine, opening up for T-3045s, heavy mortars, guards rifle infantry, vehicle repair training, and marked vehicles seem taking a lot of damage. Probably will be able to get away here, though. It might be a bit closer depending on how unlucky he is. Oh, never mind. Turns out it wasn't even close. It was pretty much spot on there, but like heading there for a bit low. Actually, a bit lossy for Pano at this stage, using the T-70 so fast. I don't even. It might have gotten like a kill, maybe two, and then it basically just got turned into, you know, combustible. Pretty great there for Itaperuna. This really gives him a significant lead, but for Pano, leaves him in a pretty bad spot. He's opting to turn this around with the guardsman, who long term can put some serious pressure on Itaperuna's infantry if used correctly. But until then, he is going to be suffering from the tyranny of the flak half-tack and a lot of German infantry. And for that matter, Itaperuna taking hit there, and then eventually begin pushing out, say, Obersladen or Fast Panther 4 here, which could be a real problem there for Pineapple. Gaffer moving in there, flak after computer precision, didn't grab the center victory point, small oversight there, arguably. Constantly self-routed. Back here, again, nothing about. Constantly taking heavy fire, Folsom moving out there for Itaperuna and the Großdeutschland, fixing up the flak half-tack. More troops caught here. Right before they go into heavy cover, so find themselves suppressed, even as the heavy cover there is vanishing before their eyes. There we go, he retreats before the cover crumbles. Back in off the figure there for Pineapple, the Fruit Dude, and the Red Army. The 7th Mechanized Corps up north, the Academy using the munitions point here, going for the Southern Fuel again. Itaperuna once more just displaying absolutely superb fuel control here, strangling Pineapple of fuel as if those the Americans going after any country, you know, with fuel in it. Black engineers, they got spawning as well. They're fully coming up as well. They need to get into heavy cover there with those fault companies. He's obviously worried about the flamethrower, but that's been routed. Up north, another push from the northern field teams. The sun is being, of course, claimed here. They got 2 kills to veterans here, 1 on the flak half tech. Pineapple holding in the divisional field gun to help deal with the fascists. And then vehicles, more importantly, flak after they're opening up on the building there. Walls slightly sort of rumbling, giving way in some cases, splintering and shattering as the suits in of flak shells just bash against the walls, the windows, groaning inwards. Orbs on here for Itaperuna. Gonna go for some elite infantry there after the authorization. Might be seeing some infantry Sturmgurts, which will add some serious pressure here to Panel's forces, and of course, make the sandbags a little less great. In the south here, folks, grab the point here. As for whatever reasons, despite them, you know, being infantry Sturmgurts, meaning them useful for night combat, in the game they're sort of taking on more of like, you know, Wolfenstein thing where they can just like, you know, give them spectral sight or something like that, you know. Hey, look, it's this. We have Wolfenstein now. Yeah. When do we get the super Soldaten? I don't know. I just hope we can avoid the terrible writing. Yeah. That's got some really terrible writing in those recent Wolfenstein games. I can't even believe how terrible it is. Grabbing the point here. Conscript units bring up there. Backed up with the guardsmen. Flak happening southwards there. Bit of skirmishing there. There you go, flanking up right behind them. There you go, great hits to the conscript, doing some nasty damage down to 3 men. Routed. Under heavy and relentless flak fire. Close 52. Straight into a field gun. Straight into a field gun. Need to pop smoke there. Also moving up there. We do get the infantry Sturmgewehrs. Shouting at the conscript with the Sturm Pioniere. Flak half tech disengages. Forces also moving ahead. They almost got the infantry Sturmgewehrs ready to protect it. Quickly out the field gun and perhaps turn it to German equipment. There we go. The infantry Sturmgewehrs are ready. Of course, also boost the Obersladen's DPS there at short to mid range. Do some serious damage. Field gun managed to get away from that one miraculously enough. The comes from the way may soon feel the wrath here of Deutschland. Down to 2 men now. Retreats. Got lucky there for Panov. Guardsmen units supporting a push in the cuff point. They're looking to disrupt Itaperuna's resource flow. Thumbs up. That said, Itaperuna is very much being fast-tracked towards a Pentagon, while Pineapple is not being fast-tracked towards any medium armor, though. Obviously, his plan's going to be getting out some T-35s. Obviously, about to get wiped out there, but it looks like they will get lucky here. Pretty damn close to Itaperuna. Pretty damn close. Nope, I'll hit the opponent. He's just trying about cutting the points off. He's not trying to grab these yellow on surrender the neutral. He wants to like make it as hard as possible for Itaperuna's like, you know, get points back. Guardsman's the punch for here. Need to get his troops back and fighting on a move ahead. Need to fix up the flag house. Well, he's got a lot of things we need to do. And he would also think strong the benefit from light infantry gun here versus Pineapple. Bit of artillery never hurts. You, that is, the enemy always. Which is the purpose of getting artillery. Sponsor this the constant engineers. Guardsmen up, filtering up there as well. Okay, troops enforcing up north. Once more fresh territory there with Pineapple can easily send troops into without any serious resistance. Unless suddenly the Germans take up party membership. I'm not talking the Communist Party. Hey Petrov, look at this! I find a tiny copy of Mein Kampf. It's like it's made for squirrels. Oh god, the squirrels! They got guns! And if we're going for the conscripts here in the south, we got flak they're gaining actually 2, but also gaining a damaged engine and more or less a death sentence in front of the field gun. Down it goes. Itaperuna got, I think, a bit too eager with his flak half track, and Pineapple there saw an opportunity to punish him quite thoroughly. So thumbs up there to Pineapple, punishing mistakes there. Flyer mines down here, going northern point as well. Second Orbison squad out there. That's a lot of Orbison. That's a lot of, shall we say, more elite infantry here versus Pineapple's force. That's going to be really uncomfortable for them. He is wiped out. Of course, Orbital that was merely a rank, but sort of, I suppose, reflects how the German army would, you know, form up more elite units by basically coming through a division for its best quality troops. That was actually a thing, up to 1944. It was quite common, just like, you know, to come up and form into like these elite companies or storm companies, I believe they called them. So, you know, that's what these, I imagine, Orbison reflect, basically, you know, divisional commander going through the division, going, okay, you guys are the best, we're going to form you into specific units, like, you know, deal with the most hazardous issues. So, little fun fact there about German unit organization, how these sort of handle things. Those curious, got punch loose, watch moon there, go, flare man goes off. I think he actually got 2 for 1 with that flare man. That's pretty good value there for Pineapple. That is pretty good value if that was the case. Okay, enough out there. Now for that going in the Schwerer punted quarters, you can soon go for the Panther 4 here, and it's going to be a great choice here versus Pineapple. Grenade off. There is the possibility, of course, the Itaperuna, oh, man went off there, that he's tempted towards the possibility of stalling here for the Tiger tank. Certainly with some of the fuel control he's had, I can understand that, but it would be pretty, I think, risky there in some ways. Would give Pineapple more time to stabilize, get up pressure. Of course, he may be expecting either got motor, you know, got rifle either way. That could mean tanks that the Panther was not really great for us. I can understand like one step for something bigger, like maybe a Panther, but even then the Tiger tank I feel like would be a bit on the riskier side with this fuel control. But we'll have to see where it goes. Just a few thoughts there. But it's starting to look like he's going for either Panther or Tiger tank here, since we're not seeing the Panther 4, and he's not far from, in terms of command points at least, from a Tiger tank. In terms of like resources, just purely he's not far away from a Panther either. Parts of the routed, parts of the holding up. We got close 53 here. Grabbing the northern fuel here. Going for the northern point there as well. Needs to grab the victory point while he's at it. You can put pressure on Pana. In fact, Pana has a nice lead here over Itaperuna at the moment. Troops getting ready. We've got the Orbison setting out there. 6 kills, veteran to 1. Small push comes from Guardsman. Worth noting he's been merging conscripts with the Guard squad. Thumbs up there to Pineapple. Mechanized armor company up. It's going to be some time before one goes for any like medium armor, except the T-34's from 6. He wants the T-34 for 5. Obviously, he will have to wait a bit more since it's 40 man fuel more there, which is almost 50% more fuel. Obviously, you do get a lot of value for that 40 extra fuel. Up northeast, we have punch between the conscript, victory punch from the conscript. Of course, also telling Pineapple where it is. He may not be knowing for now. He just knew it was there, but didn't quite know where the bastards set it up.
Command level capabilities ready for deployment.
Orbison holding up here in the south. Another field gun for Pineapple. He's obviously starting to expect something's big coming his way, so he may actually be expecting the Tiger tank, which is obviously going to further lessen the shock effect to a degree. Then, of course, going to get Tiger tank. Comes there being dealt with by the Orbison, and then for Sturmgeist, of course, quickly seeing through any hiding there. Guards up in the Sturmpionier. Flares off. double flares by the looks of it. Just kills 2 Storm Pioneers. Didn't kill any Obsladen. Pretty lucky there for Itaperuna. Got the opening up against the guard squad. Do we see a bang grenade? I'll also think we need to treat this Obsladen now. Very close to the Tiger Tank though. He almost has the fuel. He almost has the manpower. He has the command points. Obsladen there being focused down with the guardsmen. Got other Obsladen's coming to support here. Close to 2. Right now he's having control most of the map. He's got most of the victory points. He's bleeding out. Pineapple is obviously soon going to go for a Tiger Tank. He has the fuel now. And manpower wise, he's not far off either. So Pineapple's going to be in for a slightly rough trip there. More flare mines. Really good flare mining by the Pineapple. He's just consistent throwing them down all the place. That definitely deserves a thumbs up. Back hit reinforcing healing. Troops heading out. In the south, Indies moving in. Field guns hanging back. Itaperuna and the gold slots remaining strong map control here versus Pineapple. Field guns opening up. Keeps delaying his Tiger Tank here a bit. This is great for Pineapple. Gives him more time to bring up stuff to deal with it. Maximum enough for Pineapple. Pineapple, I think, should definitely lay down mines, but also consider Brubertop for the Zorbsline. He's got munitions for it, so I think that'd do a lot there versus Pineapple, to be honest. Slow down some of his advances. 350% of 400 feet. And there you go. Command Tiger at the 21-minute mark. Almost 22. Good at the 20-minute mark. Definitely a slight slip there, I think, by Itaperuna. Was the need to retreat, but there you go. Tiger Tank has arrived for Itaperuna. Germany, Deutschland. Looks like we need to retreat soon. Heading southwards here. Adding the Pinrod MD42 Sturm Pioneer. Also moving ahead, the engineers quick retreat in the face of just the infantry. Of course, the Tiger Tank arriving doesn't help. And the yellow there goes down as an 88mm shell. Goes straight through his spine. Possibly other parts of his anatomy before blowing him up. Tiger Tank advances here. Shoots, gets a kill there. Sergei suddenly gets snapped out around. So there you go, merging here to try and get him the more time here. But the Tiger Tank, thumbs up. Tiger Tank actually falling back in the face of this. Obviously trying to do what he can, more coming up here. Field moving, that's one need to back up here. And certainly with the double field on a map like this, line for guns would be a really good pick for each other. Would help just pressure them, but also smoke them when he has to. So I definitely feel like he should consider, certainly obviously Pineapple in return should consider heavy mortars for zone, since they would also help support his attacks and defenses. So, you know, both sides I think would benefit a lot from some light artillery. Fixing up the Tiger Tank there. Come on, Tiger specifically. North here punching about there for Itaperuna. 20 kills, especially feet. Could try the bung grenade here against all the battle infantry to get the blend Kerber. Oh, grenade there, they're almost wiping out the Obsladen. Tiger shoots, gets a few kills in the conscripts. Feeling some holding here, and there you go. One shot penetrates to the bounces off the Tiger Tank's 100mm thick frontal armor. Face armor down it, by the way, there as well. It is worth noting the Germans applied a little extra technique to their armor where they basically call it face hardened, meaning soft core ammunition, which is what the sword primarily relied on, has a chance of shattering when it impacts against it. As it turned out, though, the Allies also used soft core armor piercing rounds, meaning they also had issues with their armor piercing rounds at times shattering against the German tanks. So, little fun fact there. Little fun fact there. It's probably one of those details that doesn't actually get discussed a lot. And so something in there, bang grenade in the retreating troops. Oh, and field gun. Did a lot of damage. No units wiped, but still just had an impact. There's going to be some manpower to reinforce. Also get the opposite bunch of experience. Got some flank from the south. Good flank here with Pineapple. Thumbs up. Got the forces moving in. Itaperuna. Definitely, I think, should consider some artillery support at the Tiger Tank here. More armor that would also be great at Panther 1. Particularly, I think would be very helpful. Instead, he's going for a truck now. Obviously, it's going to be the mechanized regiment, but I feel like the timing for this either way, what he's planning is a bit off here. Definitely should consider more immediate support for the Tiger Tank. And again, line guns would be particularly great. Or just more tanks like the Panther 4 would also think it would work out right now very nice with the Tiger Tank. Good hit in the conscripts, 12 kills in the Tiger Tank. Also on time from the north. Pineapple's in a really precarious position. He's barely getting any map control at the moment. He's getting next to no resources. Big 2 points wise, actually now below Itaperuna. Itaperuna's in a really strong position. So again, like him trying to take up. Now I feel like It's a further mistake because of that, when he really should just try to push his advantage as fast as possible for more tanks to support the Tiger tank. Or again, artillery to help deal with the field guns, because if we can just keep those field guns out of the equation, a lot of the engagements, the Tiger tank, and then just deal with the infantry easily. So I think that would be a strong consideration there for Itaperuna. But I'll wait, command tower being fixed up. Heading towards the centre, heading towards the north, basically trying to keep the Tiger tank a bit in check with the field guns, while then pushes elsewhere. I think that's a really good manoeuvre. Tiger tank though veering off, realising he has to push elsewhere. There, going for the centre, catching the counter saving the gun. 1/3 of the unit blasting into the remaining 2/3. Not feeling great about it either. Tiger tank misses, pretty lucky for the remaining 2/3. And gets away there, escaping the wrath of the Tiger tank and into 88mm gun. Troops enforcing healing, tracking back there for Itaperuna at the moment. And the Großdeutschland. Worth noting that Parnap has a lot of infantry. He's got a full 6 squads, so technically so does someone's got Orbs on there, we've got Panzers there, and again Storm's taking counter infantry as well. So yeah, both sides actually have 6 infantry squads. That is a lot of infantry from both sides. A lot of infantry. Guys are taking losses out in the open there. Folks are doing what they can. Obviously moving support here, targeting up north, trying to deal with some few infantry units on their own. Pushing forward here, Maxim setting up there. Need support. Oh, we could actually flank from the north here perhaps with the tanks. We've got to come from the way blocking is such a manoeuvre. Good work there by Pineapple. Can't take heavy damage. They're going to tank grenade off. Damaging the end of the Tiger tank, but taking a significant body count there in the process to pull it off there. Down to a single man. His friend is gone. Blasted apart before his very eyes by 88mm high explosive shells. Constantly charging forward here. Going to grab the machine tonight to the fascists. Also moving forward here. We got 9 kills Blenkerber here. Right in the midst of the advancing conscripts. Nice work there. Tiger tank holding back for repairs. Very good there. Truck still not setting up. He can still go for Panzer IV right now. I still think that'd be a great choice here to support the tank. Meanwhile, Pineapple can finally go for his own medium armor there. He actually could have done that some sooner ago, but I imagine the manpower bleeding made it hard for him. All the way, T-Fed falling away there for Pineapple and the Red Army. Tiger tank receiving revival repairs. We've got 357 to 299. A lot of munitions being floated. Mines would still, I think, be a great idea alongside booby traps. Raise Tiger tank being fixed up. Back here, troops reinforcing, healing. Orbs on there, another blend curve. A very consistent use as you have it. Thumbs up to that. Northern mission sees that again. Pineapple looking to outmaneuver his opponent. There you go. Finally getting out some medium armor. The T-35 reinforces the front line efforts here of the 7th Mechanized Corps versus Itaperuna and the Großdeutschland. Tiger tank strikes. 19 kills, of course. Veterans 1 going for the engineers here. Exposed out in the open. They quickly fall back once we're into the point neutral, to avoid being utterly shattered by the Tiger tank here. Turn into a fine pulp. Back here, troops reinforcing healing. Mechanized rating almost done. No idea what he's planning, but he definitely needs to go for it soon. And I'm still not a fan of this. I mean, obviously, I can see it having some usage down the road, but right now, I feel like he should just be pushing the advantage he can in some way or the other. Again, artillery would be great here. All these just more tanks. Taking a nice hit from the Tiger tank. T-Field going forward. Field backing up here as well. Another hit there. Orbiton being taunted with the 2 guard squads. They've really been paying off here nicely for Pineapple. There you go. Orbiton squad wiped out. Bit of blood there. Itaperuna to put it again. But there you go. T-Field up. Gets good in the Tiger tank gets a hit in the T-35. Constantly 14 needs to retreat quickly wiped as well. That'd be pretty big for Pineapple, getting rid of 2 infantry squads. And that, of course, when he has 6 versus then Itaperuna's only 4. That'd be pretty advantageous in a lot of ways. Tiger tank aiming pursuit with the field guns, 21 kills, half 8 to 2. Again, dealing with the T-35 in the south. Tiger tank holding back just a bit. Jumping to repair. So, what is Itaperuna planning here versus Pineapple? Tiger tank firing away. Brandhand Granada involves the guards from there, and there you go. Tiger tank just keeps punching away there. Field guns moving up. Back in the south, Victor 1 being seized. We've got 257 versus 214. Command Tiger down to half health there. Being blasted by the field guns. Guards from right there go. Orbs launching a counterattack here to support the Tiger tank. Thumbs up there to Itaperuna. But there you go. T-55 ready to stop that and snuff it out before it becomes a bigger issue here for Pineapple. Got one of the field guns wiping out, in fact, the veteran crews. Thumbs up there to Itaperuna. Need to fix up the command tiger though, Max Schnell, and of course, get out some more armor. I mean, the Panther could be great just like to flank the field guns while the tiger tank draws the attention. The Panther moves in and then clears that. That could be an option. But so far, Itaperuna seems not to be exploring anything there. Begging the question what he's trying to set up for here versus Pineapple. Sorry about that. Fixing up the tiger tank. Forces falling back.
We have 200 points remaining.
Troop reinforcing. T-55 falling back. Close Veteran 2 there on the Tiger. Very close to Veteran 2. Which also means increased accuracy and range, which is always great. Charging straight ahead there. I feel like this is a bit reckless, like worth further noting. He's not doing like proper infantry support either, so I can understand the great power of aggression, all that. You should still like do it with some measured ability, like make sure you don't just drive your tank in too far and then risk losing it, or not having enough to like follow up with. So you get a bit lucky there, like any mines, and tiger tank would have been in a lot of trouble there, since the infantry would have easily support it. North of fuel being seized there by Pineapple, was looking to turn the fuel flow more in his favour. We got still 35% versus 172. Pineapple's victory points situation is actually look pretty grim here versus Itaperuna's going for more Orbsladen, not more armour. Obviously, more Orbsladen great, but I still feel like he should be coming into more armour right now, or against some artillery to help deal with the field guns, because those field guns are really like one of the main threats right now to his target tanks. If he can somehow deal with those field guns, great. Also, this is a big mistake, huge one here. He's repairing way too close to the opponent's lines with the rear towards them. Like, no matter how you look at that one, that's bad. Like, I don't know what's happening there for Itaperuna. Maybe got too lazy, too confident, but you do not do that ever. That's like, I don't know, Italian levels of negligence. And the Italians are known for great degrees of strategic security negligence on the Eastern Front and in North Africa. It was very much like something they were, infamous for to a degree. So definitely a big slip there by Itaperuna. Big slip up. Folks are about to get wiped out. Panzer moving in there. Up north, fuel point there held up. Panzer tank to the conscripts. Need to fix up the command target here. 28 killed, 32. Nice, but again, close being destroyed. Default being pushed back. He next to soon go for another one. He could also consider the issue 5. We shall see what he goes for. Conscripts move out, then again, mostly composed of conscripts against this guard squad, because again, it just keeps merging to keep reinforcement costs down. Thumbs up, there's a Pineapple. He does repair pioneers, but he can't repair any time. The Stern pioneers are actually back at base. Tifo going for the Tiger tank, need to keep pulling back. Field was pursuing as well. Again, just further punishment for that. Just really terrible repair set over there by Itaperuna. Really terrible. Northern fuel polemics used for the opposite time. We got 350% versus 151. Back here, reinforcement healing for Itaperuna. Titan being fixed up. Surprised the Pineapple isn't trying to destroy the mechanized regiment, though. Would seem like a good opportunity there. Another T-55 for Pineapple and the Red Army. Steadily stabilizing here versus Itaperuna. Steadily stabilizing. Command time good to go again. North here we got the Orbslad and the conscripts. In the south, Pineapple's well dug in. I mean, a good push here from Itaperuna up north could perhaps, I think, catch Pineapple got maybe spot away some more exposed units, and then sort of then once like in begin tracks northern pushing and then attack from here, further catching Pineapple off guard in a bit of a pincer. But so far just moved towards the center a bit here, leaves some units around the south, it seems, but nothing major. Conflict taking a hit from the Tiger tank, but no casualties, just a bit of damage. There we go, catch tank full up, gun up, building stands, but it's starting to look a bit structurally hazardous. Again from watching the south. Up north here, fighting from the northern fuel point. Almost got a wipe here in the conscripts. Almost unable to get them wiped out, and there we go. A small win there for Itaperuna. Pineapple starting to also feed out a bit of infantry. Conscripts shooting the guardsmen, misses them. Again, at this point, there's like one actual guard and the rest are just conscripts who are being, you know, promoted, in air quotes, to guardsmen. Command Tiger there, 31 kills. They're good everything with the Maxim, but they're getting blasted in return by the T-35. The Kev's not supporting fast enough. Almost got the Maxim there, but he does get it. Small win there for Itaperuna. 42% on the 44. Okay, shooting, destroying it. He could have grabbed it, turn against Pineapple's infantry. Still, he is close to the armor and really should go for it. Command Tiger moving ahead, it seems. Infantry support nearby, I think it's going to be very limited, so he does need to be careful about this. Seems like Itaperuna's mantra here is don't worry. Immediately takes some hits, gets marked as well, which further increases the damage here to all of Pineapple's and tank weapons, just the Command Tiger. It is down to less than a fifth of health now. Definitely pushed too far here. T-35 there down to less than half health, but again, there's no way to support it, no punch, troops snares nearby, and down it goes. Definitely pushed that Tiger tank, I think, insensibly there. He's been playing it, I think, way too riskily here. Versus Pineapple, it's actually a bit of a wonder he hasn't lost it before. The South here point being seized, we got 342% on 29. Back here troops reinforcing. We'll have to see what he plans next. Maybe another Command Tiger, maybe the King Tiger. I mean, that's also an option, but otherwise going to have to see what Manpire wants to go for those, and does mean Pineapple's going to have more time to pressure with him with the T-35. In the end, he just sacrificed the T-35 from the Command Tiger. I mean, that's a pretty good deal for Pineapple and the Red Army. Pretty damn good deal. And we go, the Kev's appearing here. Punching holes in the T-35 there. The crew shot gets the devil out of there. Folks will something from the north, he catching the conscripts off guard. Shredding through them in a matter of moments. Need to shoot like Caden Alpha. Punches the conscripts, they're still alive by the way, 35 kills, 36. But yeah, had he had just an infantry with snares nearby the Tiger tank here, he could have prevented the T-35 from moving in and ramming it actually, so. And really weird call there by Itaperuna. Got the conscripts up north route, we got 340-115. Pineapple still behind the victory points, but he's starting to really hurt Itaperuna, who does seem to be going off either for the King Tiger or the Tiger. Command Tiger, like, he's got the fuel obviously for whatever of the two he goes for. It's just a matter of manpower. Like, he's gonna have to wait for that one. At which point he might as well just go for the King Tiger. In fact, he might be able to get a King Tiger faster than the Command Tiger due to the cooldown. Yeah, in fact, he can. So, wait, what? Just seem like the countdown keeps going up. But there you go. Command Tiger out there for Itaperuna. The Tiger 2 adding the Panzer Commander. And Northern Point here, more flare mines from Pineapple, thumbs up. Then have to see the how well he does for the King Tiger. The Tiger 2, he of course needs to keep a proper support of an infantry, of course, because that's all the manpower. It's going to take him time to get all these troops reinforced. So that's kind of where things get prickly in some ways for Itaperuna. That is where things get prickly. And a bit awkward. So we've got 332 versus 115. Almost got the Panzer Commander ready. Another T-35 there for Pineapple and the Elite Army. This is some of the Mechanized Corps. Pioneer Seeker moving ahead with an 88mm high velocity gun. Guardsman up in the center. King Tiger's up, gets a good hit there, snipes Boris. Field comes up, bounce off the King Tiger's fixed up front line. There you go, great hit there. 4 men dead with a single shot. But there you go, lots of fire there on the King Tiger. Some support here, like everybody to deal with an T-35 trying to rush down head on. Almost got the guard squad, but only narrowly. Mine time for Pineapple to further make it harder for Itaperuna to sneak about. Thumbs up to that. And there you go, T-35 advance straight to the Kedmas. Neat to the Kedma fire there, opens up. One misses, one hits. Another T-35 ready up north there. Once more harassment from Pineapple, stinging about there, grabbing pawns away from Itaperuna's command. South side is seeing nary any action here from Itaperuna at this point. Of course, needs to start fixing up the King Tiger as soon as possible. And he's like, use it elsewhere. It definitely should just like, being parked there like it's a very large lawn ornament. Always anything southwards there, halfway to 54. King Tiger counting northwards. You're going to deal with the conflict by the fuel point there. Shot fired. Did some light damage, nothing serious. T-filming on the side. Shot fired there. Counter going on the point. Got it into neutral at least. Infantry advancing on the centre. King Tiger being fixed up. 6 kills now. In the south, Municipal Grep, we got the T-filming to deal with that. More mines from Pan. We're looking to like slow down any like sudden armor chances here from Itaperuna infantry maneuvers. Thumbs up to that. Very good. Very good play there. Meanwhile, Itaperuna is floating a ridiculous amount of ammunition. Like compared to while he had most of the map, he's been doing nothing to actually mine it. That is a definite oversight there. He could have yellow leg down lots of Schützenmine. Again, prop down booby trap, but he just didn't do any of those two things, which is a definite oversight there by Itaperuna versus Pyro. Again, who's been incredibly on point with his flare mines and regular mines. So that's definitely something that Itaperuna really needs to sharpen himself up on versus Pineapple. King Tiger northwards there. T-Flip engaged by the Tiger 2. Good shot there. Punches right through the armor with ease. T-Flip gets a follow-up hit on the King Tiger that also goes through. Big bunched up infantry would be great with the King Tiger deal with that. Mark vehicle shoots, misses. Infantry support is limited. We do have an orbital squad coming in there. King Tiger pushed back, orbital coming in there. Great hit on the King Tiger there. T-Flip supporting, field gun supporting. Rather dodging gate in here, and we do see Pana ultimately gets overpowered here by Itaperuna's forces in the south, by the center country routed there. Guards call it with King Tiger there. Could risk getting wiped out if he's not careful, and there you go. King Tiger shatters the entire unit. Nothing but a pile of broken corpses now. Need to fix up the King Tiger there. Halfway to Vebsen Sea. Well, it's actually more than that, but it's halfway to being destroyed. Opens up the building, and he's somehow avoiding the building collapsing on them. Enemy gun engineers wiped out the 9 pound anyway, repairing his stuff without the vehicle crew self repairs. King Tiger is still heavily damaged, he repairs, and he still really should call in more armor. People going to shoot for King Tiger. King Tiger shoots missile, kept nearby. One other abandoned here, which could be a pound turn against the Itaperuna. He needs to be very careful about that. Other one being about here with the field gun. They're shooting now, kid was wiped out. Close to being fixed up there. In the south, we've got a single squad thing about. They might try and go for the Southern Victory Bomb. Go for 290 versus 115. Itaperuna definitely starting to struggle here versus his opponent. Troops are reinforcing healing. Flares off. Troops falling back here. Troops sitting out there for Pineapple. King Tiger can move once more. Will he probably support it? Or will it end up like the Tiger tank they charged in for a little support? He could even just like chuck about some smoke bombs for disruption, reconnaissance, but he's barely using any of his abilities when he's not even laying down mines. Definitely not great there. Troops pumped up in front of the King Tiger, not great there for Pineapple, but he gets lucky and not panicked because the King Tiger panic can't hit broadside, and there you go. Gets a few kills, but one gained. The next hit to Spearhead Tactics, of course, is a great ability using the King Tiger. Should definitely use that one. Fast enough routed. T-Flip's in there for Pineapple. Could go for Yak Panther here or Panther 4 versus all the T-Flip 35s. Back up to King Tiger, field is nearby. Punch water back getting wiped out. Another T-Flip for Pineapple. Very good till he called in on the T-Flip 35. Seems a bit senseless. Up north, skirmishing there. South side barely seeing any action. Fighting definitely slowing down in some ways. But I think the Itaperuna's kind of realizing they've got a very cumbersome force here that can't quite definitely outmaneuver Pineapple. Using there, go up north, comes to the routed by the opposite. About Vetsy 4, 32 kills on them. 32. Hard merchants, one of them got a Stukas of force here for Itaperuna. Time for that one feels a bit awkward. obviously to deal with the field guns, but there's still a lot of T-45s to deal with. I'm not entirely sure he was quite aware of that, in particular he lost the kidnappers. I mean, 3 T-45s got marked target, could easily deal with the King Tiger. There we go, some squad wiped. And the Strugers was going to be utterly useless against them. We do get spear tactics, very good. We got 274, 102. 224 in healing. Stukas was almost done. Another T-35 ready. Good hit there. Good hit. Gasping hit there. Shot fired. Shot penetrated. Quick anti-tank grenade, damaging the engine. Should allow to shoot in for some reason he's not. I'm not entirely sure what he's doing there. He's about to lose the King Titan again. No, there's just no support there for the King Titan. He just got swarmed. Barely any support. Again, no support there at all. Meaning he just be singled out and dealt with. Got a Stukas strike. He gets one. The field gun for the King Tiger's down. And now Pineapple very much is in the driver's seat here of the engagement. He's just controlling it all. Itaperuna's got nothing to stop it with. Like he's got plenty of fuel, but no manpower. With that, GG, game over. Lost there for Itaperuna, victory for Pineapple. A brutal match here, but in the end, Itaperuna kept making the same mistakes. Failed to use munitions fully. Not proper support for the heavy armor he kept going for. And such there, so he ended up losing a match I think was always close to winning. And Pineapple wins with just 69 victory points left. Nice. So anyways, there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. I learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it, tell friends, tell family, but don't tell enemies. This is Imperial and cheers. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow again for a nice episode.